Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
It's 125 yards left to the hole. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
It's in the mayor's office.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. They'll say he should have made that. We said a 50-50 proposition. He's in the wrong part of the 50 now. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to stay 28 under par. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit. Oh, you'd love a second shot like this on every hole, wouldn't you? Something just under 100 yards, something easy to dial in. I mean, there wouldn't be a flag you wouldn't hit at. Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Now this for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. He'll get that score to minus 29. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your eye. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. That is absolutely fine. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yes, some good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdie's at 16 and 17. And he's going to move to 30 under par. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You'd be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
Right around 6 feet here for birdie. You betcha. Birdies at 16, 17, and 18 to wrap things up. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 36 holes.
It is, and to just make that final leap.
Let's go. I've leveled up as well. I might put more power maybe on my driver, I'll see. I will see. And we'll get cracking wee. So I can't afford nothing. I'm thinking I'll just save them up. Every time I level up. It's going to be a bit of a grind, but hey ho. Let's go.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Banff Springs in Alberta, Canada, live third-round coverage of the Alberta Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. And that should be just fine. Good drive there to get the Saturday round underway.
It's better than it was.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notabigay the third.
114 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
The wings and the picks. This hole always seems to win us.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
You watch. The master.
No, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
Okay, safely aboard. Well, that's what taking dead aim will do for you. Just a kick-in birdie here at the par 3.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Frank, how about the first par 5 of the golf course here at the 3rd, just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
On next week's patch in this game. But the career mode side of things, there's plenty to do on the game anyway, but they can do so much. This game's got so much potential. It's just amazing. Great.
Beautiful tempo to that swing. This is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
ps5 just to get the game. Honestly, that good. It's just so good.
Second shot here on the par 5 3rd at Banff Springs.
Even though the green's protected by bunkers on the left, everything sort of kicks from the player's right to the left. So you can land that ball in the right section of the green, allow it to feed towards the flag.
All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green. Wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe. And an outside chance of making an eagle here.
These in before. Yeah, no.
A dead-on look here for birdie. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he's going to move to 33 under par.
Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
This might be too much of a moon before. It's just because it's so. This will be that.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green.
Yeah. That's what
Birdie
I'm
putt
talking
now
about.
moving to his right. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And that's going to get him to minus 34.
Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
This could go spin backs. Some of the holes are like that. Sometimes. I'm gonna chip this bad boy in. Let's go.
Oh, everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead.
Now at the 6th hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards. And the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want from your second shot.
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
Try that one or two.
70 yards. All that's left here for his second.
Get up here. No, don't stand back. But that one back.
A look here at birdie.
And he's got this ball on the flat part of the green, and this is about as straightforward as they come. He's just got to get it there.
No. How fast did it go?
Just 5 feet left. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament.
So it's totally different.
Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, well, you might avoid the bad luck.
You know what I mean?
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
How's that go? Get over here. Just shoot fucking left one.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he is just unstoppable right now.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
The distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you can perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
You're pressing the buttons. It's not necessarily going to
that
go
one
out because you're
safely on the putting surface.
Stuff. So it doesn't always go on. So when you get the heartbeat moment, pretty much leave the controller alone, and it should.
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. Next birdie's now at 7 and 8. And he just continues to impress, moving to 37 under par.
Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvellous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Yeah, that's a nice swing. The result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. This could be a good one. But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
That's a
That's a fun tee shot to hit right there. You know the wind is at your back. You tee it high and just let it go. Get it up there in the jet stream, and that's just what he did. He's going to love that. Got it there, but not quite on target.
So I mean, with the tempo, even if you've got it lined up, it's not always going to go on.
So that's in for par to start this backside. He's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Should have made that.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
It's quickly, because I've got a huge box.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Oh, yeah. No, they're not come down.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that to do over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Yeah, that was really poor.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll remain well under par.
All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot. Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
133 the number. Pin in the back right portion of the screen.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And that score moves to, get this, 40 under par.
Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you're going to have a putt of some 20-25 feet maximum for birdie.
Yeah, that's a popular spot. He'll have that for his birdie at 13. 13 feet away.
Because they always take off sometimes. Like building your goal for that.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And to no one's surprise, he's going to move even further under par.
You'll struggle.
Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
Through the cornfield and all that, King Cusco.
It's going to be up the left-hand side.
Built at 94.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So he'll come at it from the left side of the fairway as he gets set now for his second shot.
It's a grind,
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
A very makeable 8-footer for birdie.
Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he is just unstoppable right now.
Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. From the fairway Nota, this is second.
He's got 159 yards left. Would not surprise me a bit if he were to stick this one close.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
A straightforward look here for birdie.
Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie will certainly help the cause.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second.
Just build everything up. It'll become so much more enjoyable and all that.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Pretty big left to righter here for birdie.
Boy, that's got to be a miss hit there. That came up well short.
Now a 7-footer.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
For the community and stuff like that, to get the online, get more options and that, and this game will go so far.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Chance now for another birdie. The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, would you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. That got a fortunate bounce. Oh, it'll be just fine.
Actually, I'm gonna get down because this will fly off probably. Okay, that's true. It's got to go on first.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low. Came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop. And just ran over the back.
If it stops. When you've got your shot types, it's
4 feet now for birdie.
And you through all the shot types. They've all got their qualities.
Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And this will wind up an absolutely mind-blowing round of 57. Well, Frank, as we wrap things up here at Banff Springs, we think about reasons we love this game. A, the competition, but I think also where it takes us to amazing places like the...
You've got to work our way to the goals. So you've got perfection pretty much for your shots. And if you can pull the shots off, you get 94 set. 94. So I'm pretty much maxed out.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Banff Springs Golf Course, we present live final round coverage of the Alberta Open. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon.
An update next week. Well, I've heard in the other streamers.
That a beauty safely in the fairway to get this Sunday round started.
I'm hoping that
should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second.
Online side of things as well. Just
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie.
Cross play. I think that'll happen.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. Will certainly help the cause. So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that, depending on where the flag is.
And eventually they got the cross play in, so I do think it'll happen. Just a question of when. What is it to say? All good things.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Well, how about this? Chance for a dream start. Maybe birdie right out of the gates.
Just got to be patient.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he will definitely not say no to that. Next up, our first par 5 of the round, the 528-yard third. Second easiest hole on the course. Definitely reachable in 2. Par might feel like a bogey here, so get after it.
I think I made an eagle in the first round. I shot
The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway.
All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dog leg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, but it actually suits a little draw.
Stop.
Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. Will certainly help the cause.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like this one.
Yeah, the ball's going to go further. Obviously, get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem for the player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth.
So make sure I get us on. This is probably going to be a good bat away, but...
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
And this is a nice, smooth right to lefter. This is the go zone.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
10-foot putt left.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. Will certainly help the cause.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 6th hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow net. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
You've got to have a better imagination with this. Game with the greens and stuff as well. Figure out the best place to land the ball.
I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards of par 5. Although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot. Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. Now this for another birdie.
You just got your basic drive.
Yes! 7 birdies in a row now. Will certainly help the cause.
Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high, give yourself a look for birdie, and that's what I'll have coming up. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
And he will definitely not say no to that.
So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Around it with the buttons. This might make go in. It's playing 6 for the now. Playing 6. So press the button. I don't know, it's going further than I thought it would.
So well, you could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Everything's been coming up roses so far. This, a look at Eagle.
When you drive, you end up just pressing buttons, and that heartbeat moment happens, you're like, flat. You know it's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb.
But when I got the hole on ones, or the ones hole on
Frank,
ones,
we begin this
that's what
back
happened.
9 with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here. But that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw.
And that one just works its way a foot or so off the green.
Right, I'm going to cut off. If I can. Got it. Got it, too easy. It's a 3 up on it, up near than that. It's obviously just for that. Look at that slide it down.
Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. But fortunately, this one still well in hand.
So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway, and now I'll have a go at this second shot.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Chance now for another birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Here now at the 12th, 442-yard par 4, trees and water lining the right side of the fairway, bunkers down the left. Hit it straight, and you won't have any problems.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, what, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard.
13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Don't like driving. I didn't like using driver on par 3s. Stuff like this will go on. Yeah, a little bit extra. Oh god, it's still too much.
Try to fly it all the way back there, but that'll be too much as it trundles over the back of the green.
We don't stop. We just take off. Unless you get mastered under it.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called Wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. They're sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
127 yards to the front of the green. 140 yards to get you to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away.
Still, the putting's still challenging, but you can still make good putts. Just down to the
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
It is uphill.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Nope.
there wasn't enough break on that.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. He's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Princess. Another one now. That's not good. Press the wrong button. Should be okay. Bloody hell on this green's the house.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
This from 7 feet. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament.
Frank, as we make our way to the house at chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards of chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards of par 4, that is, you know you're going to get a short on your eye. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
I should just stop. Spin out. That's a good
Now
shot
this
out.
for another birdie.
You look through, you'll see the shot types that you can unlock and the ones that you want to use and stuff.
Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you can't reach.
Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it.
See what the one. What? This will be fine. But I try and take some power off because if you fly on his game, it wasn't too bad.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low. Came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Okay, birdie at the last. It is a birdie finish. And that final birdie means that this will be a round of 58. Incredible. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories? That's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden.
You get to see what tournament I'm on my way to do now. Oh, no. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, this will be tough about you. I think it's at Chambers Bay, so I think they've done that before. I think they've done that on the Rory one. US Open, I think it was played at Chambers Bay. This will be tough though. And because it's a major, it's going to be crazy. Right. Get into this in a minute. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, you got. Oh, fucking 15%. Is closing a big day anyway? No, she should be leaving it. At the moment, I'm not really wanting to do it, but near the time, be a change of heart. Okay, that's it. No, I'm just thinking more like buses as well for my work and stuff like that. We need to come over here pretty much all the time. And then like I'm working on a Sunday as well. So Sunday, the buses on a Sunday are better than mine. So at the moment I'm not keen on it, but it could be a change of heart near the time, we'll just see. Yeah, and I've still got the stream on, make coffee. The way to start the US Open now. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be mental. It says tournament conditions as well. And it is. It's going to be tough. Tournament conditions means it's like on super hard conditions and you cannot change it. It just gives you what it... It's a major, you see, it's one of the majors. This is going to be crazy. So what are you up to tonight, Annabelle? What?
Where in Spain?
How are you feeling on July 3rd? Because we're feeling dodgy last time.
Well, to put it another way, Steve, la carata española.
Is it Spanish? Is it Casano? Massachusetts. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. Alright, Steve, you carry on streaming. Speak to you later.
Yeah, when I finish my stream, are you staying up long?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'll phone you when my stream's when I'm finished.
Alright.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Right, bye. Right. It's a Brooklyn, Massachusetts. This is... I don't think I've ever played this. Probably have played this course, but I can't remember much. This will be interesting. Right, are you still watching? I don't care if you're still watching, but I'm gonna dive right in here. I think I did the yes in the amateur. Not easy.
History. It's an essential part of the fabric of this great city, Boston. But it's not just late-night horse rides and tea parties. It extends to golf as well. A young lad named Francis Ouimet made history on these grounds more than a century ago,
This'll be tough.
winning this championship as an amateur. We're left to ask, what sort of history might be made this week at Brookline in the United States Open.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, from the Country Club at Brookline, it's live opening round coverage of the United States Open. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Tyrrell Hatton is on top. He's at 1 under as the AM pairings are just getting started. The last time we crowned a victor at a major championship at the PGA Championship back in May, it was our featured golfer who held that Wanamaker Trophy aloft, winning that first career major title. Now here we are, not even a month later, and it's major championship time again. Frank, what would it take to see history repeat itself here in Chestnut Hill?
Rich, if we see anything like that performance we saw at the PGA Championship, I got to say they're the favorite. Driving the ball so well, iron plays good, putting extremely solid. A repeat performance is going to get a repeat result. I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Good roll there. That's in for birdie. What a way to start a major championship as he'll quickly move to 1 under. An early test forthcoming here at the par 3 second, and this is no ordinary par 3. 275 yards is the listed distance. Add in 5 bunkers around a severely sloped green, and you'd happily take a par and sprint to the 3rd tee.
There we go. This is obviously tricky. Probably one that's really tricky.
Didn't play the wind very well there, and that's going to wind up too strong and over the green. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
That's a confident roll right there. Well done. It's a par here at the 2nd. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Onward now to the 504-yard par 4 third. Slight dogleg to the right, a very narrow fairway. You have to drive it accurately if you want to have a chance at birdie.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got just a hair under 140 yards to the front, 157 to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
Yeah, I'm going to knock down.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
13 feet away. That one just going to sneak on by. So that safely in. It's a par here at the 3rd. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Next up at the Country Club, another tough par 4, 497-yard fourth, which shares a fairway with the third and is just as tough. Hit it straight off the tee, or you can definitely make a number you do not want. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. This one looks right on point.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
This could get away really easily. It's for birdie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. All right, so after a couple of brutish par 4s, you get a little bit of a breather with the drivable 310-yard par 4 fifth. But you might be gasping for air if you end up in the wrong spot in one of those bunkers surrounding the green. And by the way, there are a half dozen of those, so keep it away.
What a shot. Come on.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
I just all go and miss this now.
Yes, a great putt there following the monster drive, and it's an eagle 2 here at the par 4. Now to the second par 3 at the home of the 2022 U.S. Open, the 197-yard sixth. A large green flanked by 2 bunkers. Birdie, definitely a possibility here. Boy, that ball got caught in the breeze, and it was just along for the ride. Much too firm there. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Safely in for a par here at the 6th. And the lead's going to remain 2. It's a fun stretch of the golf course. You had that drivable par 4 fifth and the par 3 6th, which was under 200 yards. Now, a relatively short par 4 at 378 yards. So another opportunity to make a good score. Is starting up the right side. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, this is one he's got to get just right. It's a tough putt, moving back to his right.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And the lead in this opening round is all the way up to 3. We now come to our first par 5 of the day.
567-yard 8, where birdie or even eagle. Possibilities, if you can find the fairway off the tee.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the US United States Championship gear on, because I think I've got that short now.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Oh, that hit the flagstick. He ran in a long one a moment ago. This as well from downtown for another birdie. Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. Par 4 ninth here at the famous Country Club, site of the 1999 Ryder Cup. 425 yards. It's a par 4. And the key here, as with so many of the holes at Brookline, you want to keep it out of the trouble, out of the trees. Accuracy crucial. But most importantly here, avoid the water on the right. Oh, this could be trouble.
This round's been a clinic so far, and it's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
A little under 90 yards left here for his second.
I'll be on, but it's going to be a lump up for you. It's not bad.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 28 on the front side. 7 under par. This is a good hole here as we begin the backside. It is the 10th at 513 yards. There is a small creek which crosses the fairway. You can see it's a slight dog leg to the right. This is a solid challenge.
I just hope that it doesn't go into that little stream.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in a bunker. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 7 under. And we've got a fun one here, folks. 131 yards, the par 3 11. Just a wedge to an undulating green protected front and left by sand, falling off steeply behind. So don't let that yardage fool you. This is a tough one.
7 in the face.
All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Chance now for another birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he continues to build on this advantage. Sensational here on day one. Next up at the legendary Country Club in Brookline, it is the 478-yard par 4 12th. Another hole where accuracy off the tee is paramount.
I'll be 2 ahead or something. Well, it just happens sometimes. English players when I finish. Some have started late.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Depends if I make more bunkers now.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
12 feet still to go.
Fastest hole greens. Yeah, I'm going to hit figure this here.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1.
A lot of break on a lot of these putts.
It's a good challenge right here. This par 4 13th at 490 yards. It's a dog-leg left, and the green is protected by water in the front. And you can see it's flanked by 2 bunkers. So if you get going sideways here or miss-hit a shot, it could result in a big number.
They've all been going straight up until that one. A little bit of a test coming up.
Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th. Getting set to play his second shot.
That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. This is all you want. 625 yards. Par 5, 14th hole. It was sort of born out of the old 12th hole. I mean, this one uphill, you need to get after it. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
If it wins, maybe you've got a chance. But that's so far. That's really long.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
The extra on this. Just to land it on that hill.
Now this for another birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. This is where the golf course really starts to kind of bare its teeth. You need to have your game in order. This is a 515-yard hole, a par 4 15th.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
11 feet away. Oh, But there, it is in for birdie here at 15.
Sort of play tricks for you. Mind tricks.
Now to the last par 3 of the day. It is the 16th, 211 yards, 4 greenside bunkers. We can see those mature trees. Just a good old-fashioned par 3.
Like human error sometimes more than anything else. Hold on, I would have to get
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. 5 feet now for birdie. I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie. On now to the 17th. It is a hole that can tempt you. A par 4 at just 370 yards. A big drive could potentially get you up close, but beware the 5 bunkers around the green. The safer players can dial it down a bit and set themselves up with a scoring club in hand.
Good round and then follow up with an absolute disaster.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie. Chance now for another birdie.
Let's see what this break. Looks like a lot of break.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
I'll make them all, I suppose.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. It'll hold tight at minus 13. Now, there's nothing like the finishing hole at a U.S. Open golf course, and this is every bit of a great U.S. Open championship test. The country club at Brookline, it has hosted so many important championships through the years. Now it's your turn. See if you can make something happen at this 455-yard 18.
It does happen.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4.
I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will mean that this is a round of, get this, 56. The quality of golf today, Frank, absolutely otherworldly, just birdie after birdie after birdie.
Made it look like we were playing a...
The golfer level's got to finish at like 50. You can't go higher than 50. It just stays at 50. So I'm almost there. The week up get maxed out. That's how much tournaments I've done. I've done quite a lot. Let's see what the next tournament. a big Holland does it, it's so good. And I kept busy, but oh, I was going to put my US open stuff on. Oh, I'll go at that rewards and see what it was. There we go. Double check with the hot Alright. Let's go far.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. From the Country Club at Brookline in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts,